August 18th, 2025 Midway Town Council meeting will be called to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Frank Kaufman.
Here.
Mike Holloway.
Here.
Eric Wright.
Here.
Paul Miller.
Here.
And Kevin Mean.
Here.
All right, we have the minutes for the August 4th meeting.
I'll motion we accept the minutes of the August 4th, 2025 meeting as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, this time we'll open the floor for public comments.
I guess I have one item to add to the agenda. It's a resolution related to the purchase of real estate, so we can add that as item number
H.
or letter H or I, whichever.
All righty, and any more comments?
I would also like to say something. Thank you again to all head of departments and everything for the information that you guys provide to us. I believe once a month or twice a month, but thank you guys so much. Again, it kind of just lets us know what's happening in each of the departments. So I know I appreciate it. I assume the other council members appreciate that also. So again, thank you for taking the time to write out, what's happening in each department. And again, it's just very, very helpful to know what's happening. So again, thank you for that.
All right, any more comments?
Did you want to add another item?
Oh, yes. We'll also be adding an item, the item H, about the, well, I put his down as I.
Oh, I see.
Oh, sorry.
It'll be related to Public Works, an educational trip. All right, any more comments? I'll be closing the comment section. Expense vouchers.
I'll make a motion that we approve it and accept the expense vouchers as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, unfinished business. Influent flow meter replacement. Nicole?
So this is just last week what we talked about, or 2 weeks ago. The last quote we were waiting on came in at $97.20 for the installation and wiring. So all in all, with all three quotes, comes out to $21,920. I think we asked for approval for up to $25,000 for this project in case anything goes sideways, but nothing ever does. So
No, never.
All right, so that's all in then?
Yep.
21.
And they had the money in the budget, right?
They're not budgeted. But yeah.
Are you looking for a motion?
I'm looking for a motion.
So 21,920 is all in, so that's
Yep.
not to exceed 21,920.
well, I think what the small purchase, we asked for 25,
25,
just
okay.
so we had some wiggle room if anything happened.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was wanting to clear
Yeah.
up.
I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of this, following a quote of the 21,920 and up to 25,000 if the incidentals occur.
So not to exceed 120, or not to exceed 25,000.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's what he said.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cole. Fall Festival Rise and Roll Race Route.
Can you step up to the microphone, please? Thank you.
I'm Paula Turk. I'm the race director for the Rise and Run, part of Fall Festival. So the reason I wanted to get on the agenda was because, just to hold the spot, because we were trying to use the new connector path but we couldn't get enough mileage out of that without going through the cemetery, and there might be birds. So we're sticking with the original path, but I thought I would just use a couple minutes of your time just to show you what I'm going to do for safety purposes to help, and just make sure that's has your approval with signage. This is my first race in Middlebury, so I just want it to go well and safe, and want to make sure everybody's, we're all in sync. Volunteers, these go out on Monday before, there'll be 10 of these all the way down the route so people can see that there's something happening. I've got barricades that, to slow the traffic down. My understanding is we're not closing Warren or 116, but we will have volunteers on the edges and so they have to go around, they have to slow down. I'll put out probably 100 cones, so the runners will stay inside the cones, so that they're safe. And they'll run through and then these are the directional signs that go out, and they have watch runners on the backside. These will go out a couple days in advance, so the citizens should be aware that this is happening. They'll know that this is the route. We put out a lot of signs, everyone's aware. So, and then all the volunteers on the course will be wearing, they'll be lit up. So it should be like 8 o'clock to 10. Hopefully, as soon as the last runner comes through, we'll pull all the signs out and we'll be back to business as usual. So that's the plan.
Okay.
That's
So-
acceptable as far as putting signs up.
Right. You won't be using the cemetery then at all, correct?
We're not.
Good.
I think it was mentioned that there could be a burial.
Yeah.
That scares me more than
Oh, absolutely.
changing something at the last minute the first time.
Yeah.
Like after 10 years, we're like, yeah, we're going to do something different. But the first time,
Yeah.
everybody to be on the same page. So, okay, thank
Good.
you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, new business, amendment number 1 for the water system improvements.
So at the last meeting, you agreed to a time and material basis up to $5,000 for this amendment number 1 regarding water tower number 2. The paperwork that needs to be submitted to IDEM for their review. This is just putting it into an agreement format, so that way we can have it in an agreement.
This has already been done, right? We don't need to act on that except to sign it?
No,
Or we need to?
I don't know.
Sorry, what?
Do they need to act on the agreement? Or,
The amendment? Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Did we
and
vote
this
last
is,
time, or-
we'd already said
Oh,
it
you
would be,
already- Okay. You already approved it last time.
they said that they would agree to spend up to $5,000 time and material basis, but we didn't have the agreement at that time.
Then let's approve the agreement then.
So we just need to approve the
Yep.
agreement?
yeah, so I'll make a motion that we approve the agreement previously discussed for amendment number 1 for the water system improvement project on tower number 2 with JPR.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, resolution 2025 national opioids settlement.
Yeah, so I had sent around a resolution before our meeting today approving the proposed subdivision participation and release form presented. This is for the Purdue Pharmacy bankruptcy proceedings and settlement agreement. I guess a quick history of it, I think it started back in 2020. There was a settlement agreement at one point reached, and then it was overturned by the courts because it didn't include the Sackler family. It went back into bankruptcy, and settlement negotiations continued. Somewhat in the meantime, the Indiana General Assembly passed a law related to opioid settlements and litigation because there were a couple of those going on. basically empowering the Attorney's General Office to negotiate on behalf of all Indiana municipalities. With that new law, basically says, we're going to negotiate these, and you'll be bound unless you opt out and basically initiate your own litigation against the big pharmacy companies. So this is a bit anomalous in the fact that technically we're bound already because we're not opting out, and we had already back previous, I'm not sure when it would have been, but we had decided, not to pursue our own individual litigation. So we'd already tacitly approved by not opting out to be bound by whatever the AG is going to be agreeing to. But as part of this settlement agreement that was negotiated, they require in the agreement that people opt in. So the opposing parties wanted people to opt in. So if we don't opt in, we won't get money under the settlement agreement. So
And
that's what this is for.
And the deadline date is September 30th?
Right, end of September. And so I prepared the resolution. What they sent around was sort of a DocuSign electronic signature request. That's the simplest, easiest way for us to do that. And so the resolution is basically empowering town staff official to just fill in Middlebury address, sign. So that's what the resolution is approving, and approving the form of the participation and release form.
So we just need to
Approving
approve
the
the resolution.
resolution. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion that we approve Resolution 2025 National Opioid Settlement as presented by town's attorney.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, request to purchase a cargo trailer for storage.
So after talking with a lot of people and trying to come up with ideas for storage solutions for a lot of the items that we have, in this case, the barricades and the cones for a lot of the job sites, one of the ideas was a cargo trailer. And we've got a price and a quote from Weaver's right here in town for one, and we would just like your approval to buy the trailer.
Nice negotiations, by the way.
Thanks.
So this is so this will all store there, and then you just pull it out when you need it, place the stuff, and then when you go to pick them up, you put them right back in the trailer, and it stays in there, and it's just.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're set up for summer festival, fall festivals. We'll open up the barn doors, drive down the road, and toss the cones out.
Perfect. Okay, and we have a purchase agreement or a price or?
Yes, everything should have been in your packet.
Yeah.
May I ask,
sorry.
may I ask why I think you said not to exceed 20,000? Is that right? Estimated cost 15 and change, and
15,595.
authorized amount to
Estimated.
spend 20? Oh, because that was the limit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the price is on there.
But you got it at 15,595?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right, so that's what we need to approve?
Yep.
Right.
Because it's done?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the sale bill for the purchase of a cargo trailer from Weaver's Trailer and Sales in the amount of $15,595.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robert. All right, request to sell a Skag lawnmower at Bright Star.
I'll just stay here.
All
Stay
right,
here.
So with the purchase of the new zero turn that we had a couple months ago, we no longer have the use for the Skag zero turn, so we're just asking for permission to sell it at the next Bright Star auction.
In September.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the request to sell the Skag lawnmower at Bright Star's next auction.
I'll second.
you had a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. All right, change order number 1 for the 2025 asphalt paving.
So this is adding at one line item, a detector housing at the cost of $1,500, which would bring the total contract then to $518,517.85. Detector housing helps with the traffic signal operation.
Right, at the end of Orpha there at the light.
Did it get damaged or something, or?
We paved Orpha,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So anytime you do milling and stuff, it tends to beat up traffic signal equipment.
Yeah, imagine that. Yeah. So I'll make a motion to approve change order number 1 for the 2025 asphalt paving in the amount of $1,500.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Veterans Memorial Wall Committee discussion. I know we talked about that last meeting. That'd be good to keep that moving. I thought it'd be best if we had a committee, comprised of a couple people from the town and maybe a couple from
Legion.
the Legion. Any thoughts on that? as far
You
as
know,
where to go with that?
as a veteran, I'd be honored to serve on that committee to help keep moving that forward. I would think 2 from the group here, 2 from the Legion, maybe a couple of businesses,
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Maybe that wouldn't be a bad
That sounds
either.
like a
you
good,
know, for their input and their
I'd be
ability to
willing
reach
do
out.
it also.
Would you?
Sure.
That'd be great. So would the 2 of you be willing to be on that
that's
Yep,
fine.
absolutely.
and spearhead that?
Yeah, we can reach
All
out.
right.
Put a group together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kevin and I'll get together and split our time and reach out different places.
I do have a phone number for someone who would be willing to either donate time, concrete, or discount
Okay, perfect.
one
Yep.
one stage or
Anything that anybody
I'm
that
not sure
comes
how
up
we-
with anybody that would like to donate or time, labor, material, anything, or to help us, serve on the committee, we'd be more than willing to take it over.
I'm not sure procedurally how we have to do all of that, but I'm sure you'll keep us apprised of that. Because you're pretty smart that way. We got a sharp attorney, I heard somebody say that once. All right, so, should we have a resolution for that, or do we need to do anything that way?
To form it,
Yeah, to form it,
um,
if that's required or not?
I don't know if it's not. I tell you what, why don't Kevin and I come back with what we've been able to discuss and who we think for at next meeting.
You
Sounds
can
like able to do
reach
that,
out
don't
to
you think?
people and see what you can get.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you very much. All right, discussion regarding superintendents completing annual reviews to advise salary changes for the budget. I know I talked to a couple of you about that, as far as using your annual reviews and suggestions from you to adjust salaries on our next budget, since, we're pressing the door on that, getting the budget done. I guess what I'd like to see is if you guys could push those through and get that done, and we can go from there. It's not gonna be a guarantee or a lock at this point in time, because as we've learned, the future budgets are all kind of up in the air, but, we'll do what we can with it and use that, take that under advisement. Any more thoughts?
Only that if we're gonna ask, can we ask by a date, like next meeting or?
Is there enough time?
Is there enough time?
Is it something that we should put into motion for next year because of the time limit this year?
I don't know, I guess we'll need feedback from these guys to see what we can do back there.
I can do 4 of the 5 now. I got one guy who's in CDL school for 3 weeks. I won't see him at all.
Okay.
We can get ours in time.
All right.
Perfect. All right, reading between the lines in Shaylee's emails, the sooner the better.
And you'd be able to work with Steve?
Yeah.
On the reviews? Since Steve's being a trooper?
I just didn't know if we wanted to start it, since that was for the handbook for next year, which isn't effective
Well,
until January. And if, like, I know Kent already talked with Robert and kind of worked out their budget, including salaries.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if each department representative
Maybe
wanted to
that'd be
just meet
best,
with
I don't
them
know.
too.
Do you think it'd be better to wait Put it in next year's?
I think we,
Well, when does,
Are you talking about putting in the reviews?
Yeah.
Because the reviews were for the handbook change, which isn't effective until January. So
year,
that's
right.
kind of where I'm a little hesitant to try and push that. But, and
Yeah,
again,
with
I
it
know
not-
Kent already sat down with Robert. I don't know if anybody else has sat down and kind of talked about budget or salaries. So,
No, I guess I misunderstood. I thought you were asking to get those done so that we could talk about.
Well,
salaries.
I think some are already done, but I think they're in the
Got it.
guideline in there, so.
Okay.
I mean, if
Well,
you,
maybe then we just have each commissioner make sure we've talked through that by next meeting. With our,
Just for
group.
suggestions and.
Can we do that? I mean, I can.
Are we looking for a specific date, or just by the end of the year, or by the first of the year?
well,
Well, if we're gonna talk
if
about
we're doing it for
salaries, we
budget
gotta
for
do it for budget.
2026.
sure you can get it done in that time frame.
Yeah. But that's August, so,
I mean,
sounds like.
What is it you think we can't get done? I'm
Okay.
sorry.
When is our deadline for that?
we have to pass budget by early October.
Mhm.
October 6th.
Yeah.
We've got literally, what, two,
So.
maybe three more meetings?
Yes, but I also have to have information entered in Gateway.
Right.
So if we were to say September 15th,
So it is pressing. Okay, so maybe recommendations at this point would be,
Yeah, without the
this point.
reviews, yeah.
And then they take effect January 1st with the handbook.
Because we have, yeah, we'll have to advertise our budget
okay,
and have a public hearing before we can even pass it. So,
I think we,
so it's gonna have to be. by
Ran out
next
of time.
meeting, and maybe it's too late for that even. I don't know.
how long before September 15th would you need?
I would say that like our next meeting,
Which is
So-
the second.
yes, because we're not here on the
That gives you
Monday.
enough time for, by the 15th?
Because we'll have a meeting on the 15th.
Right.
So-
All right.
Okay. So if we have
So we'll have to
recommendations to you
move
for
that
budget
to-
by the second,
Use that next year then.
we'll use the reviews next year, but we
We
got
can still
kind of
get input.
two discussions
Mhm.
going at the same time. One, we need the recommendations for salary changes by November, or September 2nd.
Correct.
We'll institute performance reviews for 2021 handbook issue.
2026.
2026. I'll get there
January
eventually.
1st,
Yeah.
2026.
Whatever year we're gonna do it. One of these years coming up.
So,
Can start in January, you just gotta pick.
whether, and like,
Yeah.
how those come about, I don't really care, but we just kind of have to get it a lot ironed out.
Well, and
So-
budget too, really.
So, and I know like that, I know Kent, you've met with Public Works, but other than that, I don't have any real guidance other than I know, everybody was like, well, let's see 3%, and then it kind of faded away to nobody really wanting to do it all across the board, so I haven't done the math, but
That's okay. We'll figure that out.
I mean,
I know.
I think it could still be a case-by-case basis.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, that's what I want to know, is are you looking for a case-by-case basis or more of an agreement across the board? Well, I guess each commission talks with that group and says, maybe got some guys that need to be different than others. I think we do that, bring it, and then we'll know. Right? Once we've had discussions with those departments, we'll know. Whether we just say, hey, for this department, this is what we recommend. And if it's close enough for everybody and we want to do it across the board, it's easy to do.
Yeah, if you can just get back.
I would say,
Quickly.
who do you want to do the locators?
That's
That's
Public
Public
Oh,
Works.
that's right. Well, I can do my staff. And then you would have to do Jesse and then your. You don't have a vote. Needs to be one of these guys. Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if it's a recommendation that they're looking for,
That's exactly it.
But Carl has admin, right?
Right.
So,
or Carl, yeah.
right?
Yep.
So.
You have admin? Part of being a president, you get the catch-alls.
He's over personnel, so.
That's
That'll
right.
be fun. All right. Sounds like a messy plan. All right. We had talked about, we had a discussion, Mary, about the new item about the educational trip.
Yeah, Public Works has the opportunity for 2 employees to go to Wisconsin. It's either Wisconsin or
Wisconsin.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
On purpose?
It
Um,
all looks the same.
Yeah,
Why?
September 15th, 16th, and 17th, I think it is, for training. And there would be no cost to the town, so we're asking for that permission for those 2
Oh.
employees to go.
What's the training? Just out of curiosity,
what's the
there's
name
no
of it?
cost, so.
So it's fire hydrant training from Waters, which we have quite a few of out in our system now. So it's actually the boundary. So we go there and literally see them get built and work on them, how they go together.
Nice. Okay,
And it's free.
and it's free.
Yeah,
Hard to beat free.
I think that's a good thing. I think the more educated we are, the better we are.
Particularly
absolutely.
with the equipment that we have.
I'll make a motion to approve the training in Minnesota for, is it 2 members of Public Works?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Discussion on the purchase?
So for today's meeting, I prepared another resolution. This is regarding the purchase of real property in Middlebury. Specifically, this is for 110 North Brown Street, which will be scheduled for sale in a month or 2, September 15th.
15, yeah.
This resolution, since I'm just presenting it now, I'll go over it quickly. It's declaring our intent or interest in purchasing the property and designating a purchasing agent, in this case, Mary Kripe as town manager, and authorizing her to offer up to purchase the sale an amount of up to the average of the 2 appraisals, and authorizing and securing those appraisals, ratifying that. And yeah, that's all this resolution does, so.
All right.
So we don't have the 2 appraisals back yet?
No, she's got to.
I don't believe we have them.
Okay.
No, okay.
Well, I will make a motion that we approve the resolution to appoint a purchasing agent for the intent to purchase the property at Brown Street, 110?
110.
Brown Street, with Mary Kripe serving as the purchasing agent, authorizing her to offer up to the maximum of the average of the 2 appropriation, or 2 appraisals.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, department reports. Water Department, Steve?
I have a couple quick things. At the Highland Commons apartment complex off of Crystal Valley, we had them shut off. It's a private area. So they were shut off this morning about 10:20, and I'm waiting for a report that we can turn them, or they're ready to be turned back on. So unfortunately, in this situation, it was beyond our control. They had to fix their own leak. And, oh, it's done.
Oh, well,
So it's back on. So that means our work really starts tomorrow. So then the other thing in your FYI, Section 5, when you see the report for unaccountable water. Actually, from July to now, that has gone from 18% down to 16%. So again, that's an improvement. It's a great deal. Financially, everything happens in a good situation. So
Perfect.
that's all I have.
Great, thanks,
Thank you,
Steve.
thank you
Well done.
again,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Steve, for all your hard work with both those situations.
Pardon me?
Thank you for your work for
No
both
problem.
those situations. I know you've gone far and above and beyond on that Crystal Valley Drive.
All right, Public Works,
I don't have anything else.
nothing to add? Thank you, Robert. Cole?
Guess the only thing I had to add was that we've got some testing results from last week. The BODs are a 5-day test, so we didn't get Monday and Tuesday's results back until today. And this is just relating to the plant ups that we have. So we have had 0 reportable violations. So we saved everything across the board, I believe.
Nice.
So, and the plant's back on the up and up, and everything's looking good. So,
Well done.
that's all I got.
Thank you for your vivid description of chocolate pudding.
Right?
Yeah, right. We appreciate that.
All right. Tom, do you have anything to add?
Hey, I don't really have anything to add. Just wanted to highlight this, I think you saw in the report, just all the volunteer work going on and, working with the parks staff and getting some really good stuff done at Riverbend, at pulling out the invasives, doing the stuff with the river with the LACTU group, the Trout Unlimited group, working with Public Works to pull out the log jam. So just, town working together, volunteers working together. It's been good. Then also, of course, Riverfest is this coming Saturday. So come on out if you're around. Looks like a good weekend for
What
weather.
time?
11 to 3.
Thank you.
So
Great.
appreciate you guys.
Sorry, it
Thanks,
wasn't
Tom.
listed
Thank
in
you,
the announcement, so I wanted to verify what time. So
Marshall Baker?
So I made my letter on the switch to the records management system, and I got an email from Jackson. He's been working on it. Apparently county's not quite ready to go yet. It's hinged on them getting the training and everything set up. So I'll get a hold of Egbert, and I will get a hold of the company and let them know, and to get an extension on the quote. And I highly doubt it's gonna be a problem. I think it's pretty much set. It's what's gonna happen. We just don't know when exactly, so. But Jackson, county's on it too.
I think
so-
we're pretty close. And I believe the whole part of the quote is, it's assuming that you can jointly train, so.
Yeah.
It's sort of tied together as far as timing goes, and that's still ongoing, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
All right, announcements. Elkhart County Board of Zoning Appeals Hearing Officer on August 20th at 9 a.m. in the Public Services Building. Middlebury Park Board meeting, August 20th at 3 p.m. here at Town Hall. Elkhart County Board of Zoning Appeals meets on August 21st at 9 a.m. in the Public Services Building. Middlebury Redevelopment Commission meeting on August 28th at 7 a.m. here at the Town Hall. Town offices will be closed on September 1st for Labor Day. Middlebury Town Council meeting on September 2nd. That would be the day after Labor Day at 6 p.m. here at the Town Hall. And we are adjourned.